guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today, I'm gonna be telling you guys 10 things you don't know about me. But before we jump into that, if you guys are new, make sure you guys subscribe right now and join the family. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell because you do not want to miss the upload. And last thing, give this video a fat thumbs up. So like I said, today I'm gonna be telling you guys 10 facts about me that you guys may or may not know. So I wrote down actually 11, and as I'm telling you guys these things about myself, I'm gonna go into details, explain my age, and all that good stuff. So if you guys are ready, come with me, let's get right into the video. So the first thing, I feel like a lot of people may or may not know, but number one, I don't like bacon, and I never have, and I probably never will. Ever since I was young, I never ate bacon. The only thing I ever ate was sausage. If anybody asks me, you want bacon or sausage? Give me sausage. You only got bacon? I don't want it. I never liked bacon. It wasn't like, you know how when you're young and sometimes you don't like a specific thing and then you grow up and then you be like, oh, it's actually pretty good. Or when you're young, you like something and you grow up and then you just don't like it anymore. No, for this particular item, like this particular food item, I've never liked it. There's other stuff that I used to not like I used to not like Pepsi. And now, like when I got pregnant with my first child, I started drinking Pepsi all the time. But bacon, I never will eat bacon. And every time somebody be like, oh, you don't like bacon? They kind of like look at me weird or make me feel weird. They're like, what type of person doesn't like bacon? And me, I'm it. I don't like bacon. So that's number one. Number two, I had dreams almost every night about my house burning down when I was younger. Now, I can remember these dreams like it was yesterday. I was staying in just this one specific house when all these dreams were occurring. And I remember I was in a room by myself. I used to sleep by myself, and I was in a room, and every single night I would wake up, I would get scared, I would run to my mom's room, and the same dream kept happening. It wasn't like, okay, one day my house burned down, the second day it was a different building or something. No, it literally was the same exact dream every single night. Everything played out the same exact way, and it was always my house burning down. Now, I don't know why that is. I don't know if dreams are like trying to tell you something. You know how like some people believe that dreams becoming true or certain stuff happens or whatever. This dream, I've never understood why I've had it the way I did. I literally probably had it every single night for at least like a year. I don't even know how long it was, but I do remember I was laying in my room and the house would just burn down. Now, I don't remember if like we escaped or not or anything like that. I just know that it was the most terrifying, scariest dreams that I've ever had because I was young. I was a little kid, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I do remember those dreams. Number three, I used to play volleyball in middle school. Now, a lot of you guys probably don't know because I always talk about like cheerleading and that's it. But in middle school, I did play volleyball for just one of the years. I'm pretty sure it was like 8th grade or something. And honestly, I wasn't even that good. Every time that I would go play volleyball, the coach would never even put me in. I was like one of like the little sideline girls. You know what I'm saying? Like the coach never put me in. That's how bad I was. I just wanted to do it just because I was like, I want to get into a different sport. I did cheer my entire life. I did cheer when I was young and then growing up and then in high school, and I did cheer literally for all those years. And I was like, I want to do something different. So I tried out for volleyball and I made the team. And I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked that I made the team because like I said, I wasn't that good. And the coach never put me in. I would get so mad. I was like so embarrassed. I'm like, what's the point of you guys even allowing me to make the team if you're not even gonna put me in? That's how bad I was. I also used to play tennis. So that's a little bonus for you guys. I used to play tennis when I was younger. I was like real little. I wasn't even in school yet, but me and my sisters, we used to play tennis and it was actually pretty fun. I might get back into tennis, you know what I'm saying? Hitting the little balls and stuff. The only thing about that is running. I am not a track star. I cannot run that good, not that fast. And I lose, like, I get out of breath really easy. I have, what is it called, like sports-induced asthma or something like that. So every time I play a sport or every time I'm doing something that's like requires me to run or jog or walk a lot, I get out of breath easy. So sports, they just not for me, but I did used to play volleyball. Number four, I got stitches when I was younger. Now I actually still have the scars. There's a scar right here. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to show you guys, but there's a scar right here and also a scar right here. Now, the way I got my stitches when I was younger, it was my sister's birthday, my little sister Christian. It was her birthday and my auntie came over and she hid the scissors from us because there was a lot of little kids running around and she didn't want nobody to hurt themselves. So she hid the scissors and I couldn't find them. But what she didn't hide was the knife. So I went in and got a knife and my sister really wanted her gift open. So I was like, you know, me being a big sister, I wanted to go help her. And I went to go cut, I think it's like a baby doll or something. But when I went to go like cut this little box thing open, I must have like cut the wrong way and it like slashed my, you know, my arm and then the back of my arm as well. And I remember crying and my sister got my auntie and my grandma and my grandma was screaming. My grandma was like, put pressure on it, put pressure on it. You know, like when you have a cut or like when you're bleeding, you need to like wrap it up with something and like put pressure on to stop the bleeding. That's what my auntie, she's actually like a CNA, a nurse and stuff like that, so she knew already what she was doing. But my grandma, she was going insane. She was going crazy. So my mom, she took me to like a little urgent care or Ready Med or whatever it was, and I had to get stitches. And that was the only time I've ever gotten stitches. I've never broken a bone. I've never fractured anything. I've never done any of that stuff. That was the only thing as a child that was actually like, I don't know if you call it like severe, like intense or something, but that was the only thing. And I remember the feeling when they like put the medication on, they said, okay, it's gonna feel like just like a little pinch. That did not feel like no pinch. Doctors be lying because they not going through it and they don't want you to get scared, so they lie to you. It didn't feel like no pinch. It literally felt like a complete like bee sting, like multiple times, like over and over and over. That's how it felt. And then I don't remember how I got it out, if I had to go back or whatever, but yeah, so I got stitches when I was younger, trying to open my sister's gift. So I'm like a hero. I feel like I'm like a hero. I was trying to be the big sister and help her out, but then I eventually got hurt. So number 5, I know how to braid and I used to do my sister's hair. So when I was younger, I used to go to like this little daycare or whatever, and the daycare lady, she would always braid like the kids' hair, and I would literally just sit there and watch her braid hair. Like she would literally just like, not just like braid regular, like braiding on the scalp. Like I literally sat there and watched her braid on the scalp, and that's how I learned, just sitting there visualizing and watching. So as I got older, I started doing my sister's hair because my mom, she didn't know how to braid. My mom, she did know how to do like little twisties or whatever in our hair, but I was always the one like, when I was like, okay, can you do their hair? You know, my sister's like, Bianca, can you do my hair for me? And I used to try and like, I don't think I have any pictures, but I used to try and be so different and create like different designs and stuff. Like I would do like little circle braids and like swoop braids and like put like beads at the end or like little curls at the end. I try to, you know, do some cute stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, like I can visualize what I used to do. And honey, it was not cute. I thought it was cute back then, but yeah, so I still do know how to braid. I actually braid my son Kyrie's hair now, and as my daughter Nova gets over, I cannot wait till she gets older and I can start to do her hair as well. So right now I actually am doing her hair, but I just put like little ponytails and like, you know, knockers and barrettes and hair bows and stuff like that. But as it gets longer, I can't wait to braid it and just style her up. Now I'm not really good with hair. As you guys can tell, if you guys notice me, my hair is always in a bun, straightened, or just messed up. I don't really know how to curl and do all that extra stuff, but I can braid other people's hair. I can't braid my own hair, but I can braid other people's hair. So number 6, I went to Chicago when I was 14 for a modeling agency. Now I asked my mom about this just to clarify, to make sure I was 14, because when I think about it, I feel like I was so much younger, but she, you know, confirmed that I was 14 when I went to Chicago. And I enrolled in this modeling agency, and I remember I had to take like a little picture of like my upper half, my, you know, upper half and up or whatever, and I had to get on stage and I had to literally like walk down the runway and turn around and do all that modeling stuff, and there's actually judges and a big crowd. And I also remember there was a little girl there. She was so freaking pretty. My mom and her mom had like talked and like they sat next to each other, whatever, and she was so pretty, and she actually made it into like the actual agency. So this was like a tryout. This wasn't an actual like, oh, I was already into modeling. This was like a tryout, and the little girl, she got to it and I didn't, and I was kind of upset, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I think they was, I don't know why they didn't pick me, but I do remember I tried to enroll for it because my mom was like, you're just so pretty, you should just enroll in it. And the type of person that I was when I was younger, I was really shy. So that could be a reason why, like, I'm still shy to this day. Like, if you don't know me and you come around me, I'm gonna be shy. That's just the type of person that I am. And the little girl, she was so like, she was just like, it's me, I'm here, you know what I'm saying, get out of my way. She was just so cute and so energetic. So yeah, I wrote into a modeling agency and unfortunately I did not make it. So number 7, I used to walk home every day in middle school and I would call my grandma. Now there was a reason why, so I got my first phone when I was in 6th grade. And I used to walk like a long distance, like it was like miles into my house. And I used to call my grandma every single day. Like I never missed a day of calling her because I was always scared that somebody would take me. And I felt like if I was on the phone, then nobody would take me. Even though I know that's not true because you know, you can get taken anytime, any day, no matter what you're wearing, no matter what you look like, no matter if you're on the phone, no matter if you're not on the phone, who you're with. Like, there's people out here that are crazy, but that was just like my mindset back then. I'm just like, okay, if I talk on the phone, I act like, you know, whatever, then nobody would take me. And there was even a couple of times that if she didn't answer right away, I would have the phone up to my ear and I would literally act like I'm on the phone with her, act like I'm talking to somebody because I was just so scared. So being in 6th grade, you're like, what, maybe like what, 11, 12, I don't know how old you are, maybe 11, 12 years old. And it's scary walking miles and miles. That was my first time ever by myself, being alone. And so yeah, so I used to call my grandma every single day. Number 8, when I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club back then, I won a reward and I also was on TV. So when I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club, I was like really young as well. I was actually maybe like in the teens class. So I was somewhere in my like teenage years or whatever, maybe like 13 or something. And I had won an award for being like best girl there or something like that. And they had like literally like the news channel, like camera crews like recording me. I had to do a speech. I remember I actually had to write a speech and my mom helped me write my speech. And I had to like talk in front of a lot of people. And so yeah, I won a reward and I was on TV. I don't really remember what I said or exactly how I won the reward, how I ran in the contest. But I was doing big things back then, you know what I'm saying? So even before all this YouTube stuff, I was already on TV. Bet you didn't know that. I don't even remember what I look like or if I can even find the clip, but yeah. So number 9, when I was in middle school, I was doing cheerleading and I fell in front of entire crowd. So if you guys don't know, like cheerleaders, they like lift people up or whatever. I was the person that was on top. So I jumped in their hands and they put me on top, and I don't know if it was them or if it was me, but it was like during a halftime show, a basketball game or whatever, and I literally fell in front of the entire crowd. I started crying, 1, because that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. And 2, because it hurt. So after that, I actually like limped off of the court and walked over to like the bench area, and I had so many freaking stares at me. That is so embarrassing. Can you imagine being in front, like obviously middle school is not that big, but being in front of a crowd, even like if it's a crowd of 15 people and you're sitting here on top of a pyramid or a base or whatever you want to call it, and then you just fall. You just fall in front of everybody. Luckily, I didn't break anything. I didn't hurt anything. I did like scrape some stuff, and you know, I think I like twisted my ankle a little bit, but I didn't fracture or break anything. But that is so embarrassing. I can remember like it was yesterday. So moving on, we only have 2 more, you guys. Number 10, I used to get in trouble when I was younger for doing spitballs in my mama's house. Now, we had this one babysitter, and me and my sisters used to love this babysitter. Why? Because she let us do whatever we wanted to. And one day, if you guys don't know what spitballs is, you guys get like a little small piece of paper or whatever, and you have a straw, and like you spit the paper through the straw, and like it sticks to the walls and stuff. So what we used to do spitballs, and we actually cleaned all of it up before our parents got home, but we missed like 1 or 2 or whatever that was stuck on the ceiling and we couldn't reach it, and my mama found it and we got in trouble for doing spitballs. We got grounded, the lady got fired. Like, it was a lot. It was like back then, like I wouldn't say I was a bad kid, but I would say I did some stuff that was like, okay, Bianca, you know better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got in trouble. And we also, another thing, we also took our bike and we took our bikes down a hill onto a busy street. And the thing about it is such a coincidence, but as we're going down the hill onto the busy street, a car was coming at us, and guess who that car was? It was my mama. So that's another reason why the babysitter got fired, because she just let us do whatever the heck we wanted, and she obviously wasn't watching us enough. So last thing, I got in a car accident in a parking lot when I was 15 trying to back out. So this was before I even had my license. I actually had only a permit at the time, and I was learning how to like reverse out and then to drive or whatever. And my mom was picking me up from work, I believe, and as I was backing out, I hit a parked car. Now when you have, I don't know how it is like where you guys are from or whatever, but in Indiana, if you're in a parking lot, you hit like a parked car, then technically you don't need to call the police. You just need to get the other person's insurance information, blah blah, you know, handle it through them or whatever. And what my mom did, being the mom that she is, she literally just sat there and waited, first of all, for the person to come out. She didn't just write a note and be like, hey, we scraped your car or whatever. She literally sat there and waited, which, okay, you know, be responsible, let's take up our actions, this and that. And not only that, she sat there and called the police. But I can't say she took the blame for it. She didn't say that I was driving. She said that she was driving because she didn't want our insurance to go up, you know, back then, because I was only 15. I didn't even have a license. I had a permit though, so her being in the car with me, that was okay in the state of Indiana. But yeah, I hit a parked car, and I believe that's the only accident that I've ever been in. I've been in accidents before with other people, but me driving by myself, I've never been in an accident. And you know, I pray to God that I never am in an accident, you know, because of me, or even an accident in general. But yes, I got into a car accident, and I actually got in a lot of trouble because my mom, the thing about it was, when I was in the car and I was backing up, you know how like when you're backing up, you can't just back up or you're gonna obviously hit the car. I was backing up and I turned too late. I kind of like turned my wheel too late, and my mom, she like yelled at me and she told me stop. And what I did, I pressed on the on the gas a little bit, so when I went back, I had hit the car because I was under a lot of pressure. I was scared. My foot kind of went all over the place. I didn't know what to do, and I just kind of boom hit the car. Now it didn't leave like a big dent, it was like a little dent or whatever, but I had gotten in trouble for that as well. So yeah, that is 11 things, 10 things that you guys probably didn't know about me. So there you go. Welcome to, you know, Bianca's life. You get to know a little bit. If you guys like this video, then make sure you guys give this video a fat thumbs up. Let me know on my Instagram at @x_BiancaReigns if you did enjoy this video and if you want a part 2. Also, if you want a part 2, let me know what kind of things you guys want to hear from me, what type of story times you guys would like for me to do for you guys, and all that good stuff. So yeah, give this video a fat thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also turn your notification bell on because you do not want to miss an upload. But until next time, I'm gonna see you guys later. I am out. Bye.